Hi everyone, I'm Julia Strand, and I'm happy to be partnering with FORT, the Framework for Open and Reproducible Research Training, to talk about creating online lectures for my open science class called Psychology's Credibility Revolution. First, I want to thank everyone who submitted questions for this project. In this video, I'll try to answer all of your great technical questions about how I create content for online teaching. If you're interested in more information about my teaching philosophy and the organization of this course, you can find that information on the FORT Pedagogies page. My not very high-tech recording setup involves a black polyester tablecloth that I already had for Halloween dinner parties, suspended from an extension pole. I opted for black because my slides are typically black and I wanted the background to blend in. I record in the attic of my house, so there's plenty of natural light and I don't have to deal with like a fancy light rig. I record the video using the webcam in my MacBook Air, and I do the audio with a Yeti Bluetooth microphone on a boom arm. The Yeti is a USB microphone that plugs directly into the computer. It costs about $130, and it seems to be a really sturdy little mic for that price. One of the most important things about the mic seems to be how close it is to your mouth. The sound quality drops off really sharply as it gets farther away. So my microphone is like just right, it's like just out of view. It's as close as it can possibly be. Before I record, I script my lectures pretty carefully so I know exactly what I'm going to say. I've tried doing extemporaneous recording, but those tend to be long and kind of rambly, and my goal is to create really short, fast, punchy lectures that students can pause if needed and rewatch if necessary. I record using a software called Camtasia. It simultaneously records my webcam, my microphone, and the presentation of the slides, so I don't have to deal with syncing things up later on. Camtasia also costs money. It's $170 if you're an educator. You can also buy what are called assets from TechSmith, who makes Camtasia. It has a great library of stock footage and images and title effects, so if you want to get fancy and do some kind of interesting things visually, it makes it easy to do that. So then, during the actual setup for recording, my laptop is on a stand such that I can see the notes in PowerPoint presenter view, and the webcam is about at face level. It's far enough away that my head and shoulders are in view, but not much else is. I opted to include both my face and my voice because I think it makes the lectures more engaging. The research on audio-only versus audiovisual presentation also pretty consistently reports that viewers enjoy being able to see the talker, and I like to be able to emphasize content with facial expressions and gestures and things like that. When I'm recording, I sometimes screw up. When I do, I try to keep my cool, pause for a moment so that there's a silent bit in the audio track. That's a nice visual cue that that's where the mistake is, and I can go in and fix it. And then I just keep going. So I don't like start and stop the video. I just roll with it and then cut out the awkward bits later on. I've also released blooper reels that my students really love that get to see the points in recording where I get tongue-tied or my kids start yelling in the background or a bee flies by. That happened one time and stuff like that. Okay, once I'm done recording, I export the audio only from Camtasia and remove ambient noise using a free program called Audacity. So noise comes from my computer fan, from the air conditioner, just any general buzz in the room. To remove the ambient noise, I select a chunk of the audio track where I'm not talking and I say, hey, Audacity, let's call this the noise of my room. Then I select the whole track and now say, pull out everything that sounds like the noise of my room. So it may be that I'm an auditory researcher, but I find low quality audio really distracting. So noise removal is a free and easy way to make your audio tracks sound a bit better. Then I put the new audio track back into Camtasia and edit away. Camtasia also lets you change the size and arrangement of the face and the slides or whatever else you're showing, so it gives a lot of flexibility in terms of the visuals. You can then export the finished recordings to YouTube or make local copies to upload to your course management system or to TechSmith's website. Finally, to share this content, I made the syllabus and all of the content publicly accessible using Google Slides. So you can just create a series of slides and then publish those by saying publish to the web. And it gives you a link that looks kind of nice and shiny. It doesn't give edit access. So it's just a little more visually appealing than just having a Google Doc or something for students to look at. So I opted to do it this way so that I could easily share the content both with my students and also, of course, with you to make it fully publicly accessible and open. The benefit of a digital syllabus is also that you can update it on the fly and you don't have to worry about students having old and outdated copies. The cartoon version of me was created using Bitmoji. I'm told it doesn't look a ton like me, but I have really bad facial recognition, so I kind of get a kick out of that. All right, thanks so much for tuning in and submitting so many great questions, and thanks to FORT for facilitating this. Good luck with your courses.